See, I always knew Webtoon was not the end-all be-all of comic printing, comic publishing, or anything comic related. It did provide opportunities when it first hit the scene back in the day. Like, people began to realize what some have long known was that comics is a lucrative business. But sadly, like Icarus who flew too close to the sun, Webtoon's success and good reputation is declining. Not only do we as readers and creators know better about what's going on in the background of their company, but now it turns out that rather than have the creator's best interests in mind, which is the bare minimum of what Webtoon Originals, the publishing aspect, is supposed to be, greed has blinded this once well-liked company. Again. Heyo, Day Does here. Welcome back to my channel. I don't normally post videos with a quick turnaround time since the last one, but the most recent clown behavior from Webtoon is really getting out of hand, and I'm also feeling sad for personal reasons, so to distract myself, here we are. Out of the slew of controversies surrounding Webtoon or happening on Webtoon, one of the most jaw-dropping to me, personally, is the prevention of marketing, specifically in the case of action series Covenant by Explodey Kid, where sexy priests and sexier demons fight and who knows what else. It's got near 700,000 subs, 24.6 million views, and rated M on Webtoon, so it's very popular. Recently, Explodey Kid has a graphic novel for Covenant coming out to be available on Amazon and Barnes & Nobles. Great for them. Love it when stories get made into physical print, especially if it's one people really love. However, recently Explodey Kid revealed on Twitter that Webtoon, due to a new policy change that came in just in time for their launch, Webtoon has deleted their credit at the end of their webcomic marketing their new book. Here's the Twitter thread. You can pause to read. If you want the first-hand source, you can go to Explodey Kid's Twitter at @ExplodeyKid_, or this subreddit that I can link in the comments that pretty much spells it out as well. It's wild to me that Webtoon would stoop to this level of petty. They don't own the IP rights to Covenant, by the way, and the reason they cited for deleting the credit was because they don't benefit in the creators doing this. First of all, people getting invested in this story and buying the books only brings up its popularity and ushers in a new audience that will eventually discover that they can read all of this story for free and catch up to the main event of the story on Webtoon, where it has exclusive digital rights. So what if the story is not published with their in-house unscrolled department? A win is still a win. I can only imagine the slew of other reasons why they would delete Explodey Kid's credit marketing their new book, but the fact that they cited not benefiting is clown behavior. Like, I literally cannot even. As a result, this event, amongst many others that are happening, such as predatory original contracts that has Webtoon trying to own all IPs while giving little to creators back, delaying original launches while also not marketing each one sufficiently enough to help it succeed and reach the proper audience, has got me thinking. And I've been thinking for a while now, but this really got me thinking. Now, it's no surprise that there are many people who yearn to create comics. Some want to have fun with it, and others would like to make a living out of it. After asking around and pretty much researching, I've listed alternative places creators can post their work that will help them gain an audience, starting with Webtoon. Now hear me out. Yes, they are in the doghouse with so many of us, but the fact remains that Webtoon still houses many readers that are loyal to the app because of the creators, stories, or anything else still with the company. So if you are posting your series there, do not fret. Personally, I recommend posting your story and letting it build that audience. You gotta start somewhere, right? Might as well use Webtoon while you can. Let them benefit you for once. Many creators have gotten success from Canvas, like Heartstopper by Alice Osman, which has garnered its own Netflix adaptation and print books. Like, there is success out there to be made, so don't rely on Webtoon to do something for you, but definitely use them because it can bring eyes to your series. Tapas. What used to be Taptastic before Kakao bought them out, Tapas is another place to host webcomics and has a fan base that has blown many a series into popularity, such as Magical Boy by the Cow and many others. The following a few years ago made it a great place for creators to post their comics. It's since fallen by the wayside in creator popularity because it prioritizes showing polished Korean studio manhwas, while regular artists who have, pretty much made Tapas into what it is now gets pushed to the community tab on the site. So again, don't solely rely on it to boost your popularity, but definitely utilize it to bring more eyes to your series because it is considered number 2 underneath Webtoon in terms of webcomic popularity. Global Comics. Global Comics has been working hard since it first appeared on the scene a few years ago. They ended up nabbing a content editor who would scout artists for the original scene for Webtoon when it was coming up. So you can rest assured that the people behind Global Comic knows comics, and you can tell they really have a love for it, both traditional and new style. Since then, the platform has gained popular traditional comic titles to showcase, and it's also very friendly to the non-professional artist crowd, which makes it another great place to host your webcomic. It showcases both the vertical scrolling format and traditional comic pages so beautifully on the website and allows you to zoom in on the app. And speaking of app, yes, Global Comics now has an app, which it didn't previously, but now that it does, it should make accessing and reading comics 10 times easier for readers everywhere. I definitely recommend posting your comics here as well. Namikami. They're a bit small, but they work with manga decks and aim to put creators at its core. It's super cozy, very easy to read, and also publish your work. You can even send recommendations to the staff and they'll publish it on the front page. They also have like a cute little social page where it acts like a Twitter page almost, where you can see what everyone else is posting or the people that you follow. There's major potential with this website and I'd love for it to grow because not only is the social feature a great idea, but it genuinely seems to want to focus on creators' comic comforts before corporate greed. It's worth checking out and getting involved. When I have enough episodes of Dante's AMA ready to go, I intend to post it there. That's how serious I am. Personal websites. Nothing and nowhere quite beats the delicious freedom and peace of posting your comic on your own website. Your website is a wonderful place to post your stuff and basically make it your own. Encourage a niche space that fosters the type of community that you want to engage with. Add comments, blog posts about your stories, and other fun features. Posting your comic is fun on other places, but to truly be professional about it, a website of your own is ideal. Take me. I created a website where I can post the latest episodes of Dante's AMA and will be posting the latest manga chapters of Bittersweet Nightshade. I like the convenience and tidiness of having it all in one space, so I always knew this was kind of like a thing for me. Dante's AMA already has like the first 2 episodes published with more to come. So if you like psychological horror, thriller, and dark romance, check it out. Social medias. Twitter, or X if you like, Tumblr, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Use the social medias to not just promote your work, but post your comic as well. It can be tricky, don't get me wrong, for some platforms like TikTok and YouTube, where you're gonna have to just pretty much adapt your comic into video format. But if you're willing to put in the work, it can get you some eyes and pretty much benefit you for sure. Heck, link your website so people can have an easier place to read it if they get impatient for the post. Like, it's all about thinking outside of the box. Use Pinterest even if you have to. I know that's pretty popular for some people as well. There's more examples I could list of alternative places to host your comic series like Comic Fury, Manga Plus, and Limon, I think. Definitely do your research and explore all these places to see if they're the right fit for you. I just simply had to make this video because Webtoon, as we all know, has gotten way out of hand, and I just wanted to remind everyone that they are not the end-all be-all of comics. There will be more places that come forth to compete with Webtoon, and I can only hope that brings about positive change for readers and creators alike. Thank you everyone for staying tuned. I do wish the best book launch for Explodey Kid, and it looks like it's already working since there has been a swell of support for them and other creators experiencing smack from Webtoon. Don't forget to subscribe and like my videos if you're feeling my content. I'd like to be able to make some videos promoting people's comics, and if you're really interested, critiquing interested works, just putting those ideas out there because I'm definitely interested in doing something like that in the future. And that's pretty much it for this video. My artwork will be available on my socials and my daydoes.com website. Thanks for watching, everyone. Cheers.